When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
Welcome to the Travel Squad podcast, where adventure meets inspiration. We're your hosts. I'm Brittany.
I'm Kim.
And I'm Jamal. Together we explore international destinations, hike epic national parks, and share unforgettable travel experiences with you, one passport stamp at a time.
Our mission is to inspire you to travel by showing you how you can make it work no matter your budget, schedule, or experience level.
We bring you along so that you can laugh, get excited, and start planning your own trip.
So grab your ticket and your passport.
And don't forget your travel insurance.
And get ready to embark on a new adventure with us around the globe.
Hey Squaddies, welcome to this week's Just the Tip. Today, Kim, I'm taking you to one of the hottest attractions in Las Vegas, and that is the Sphere. The Sphere attracts people from all walks of life for concerts of all different genres, from EDM to pop to classic rock. There are immersive films that are shown at the Sphere, and they have really special event experiences here. It's one of the newest venues that is, and has been for a couple of years now, drawing major attention to Las Vegas. The Sphere is this massive next-generation entertainment venue. It's essentially part concert hall, part immersive experience dome, and technically it is part of the Venetian resort there in Las Vegas on the Strip. But it's not just a venue. The way the Sphere is designed as a big globe sphere, when you're inside, you aren't just watching something on a screen, you are a part of it. It is coming at you from all angles, and the Sphere is huge. So you have this massive screen in front of you and all sides of you. It's like IMAX on steroids. It's really, really cool. It's definitely an experience unlike any other, and it's really cool. So inside, there's this wraparound LED screen, one of the highest resolutions in the world. And so, like I said, these visuals completely surround you. You can look up, all the way up, boom, all the way down to the floor, all the way around the sides of you. It's really, really cool. And it's more than just the visuals. It has spatial audio, so it can make the sound feel like it's coming from different directions. Like if someone's whispering in your right side shoulder, it'll come from that direction. It's really cool. It also has other elements that it can put out depending on what it's showing. So it can simulate wind, vibration, sense, temperature changes to match whatever is going on the screen. It's pretty cool. The exterior is even cool. If you can't go inside the Sphere for a show, then just at least catch a glimpse of it when you're in Las Vegas. It looks like this giant eyeball. And sometimes on the LED display on the outside of the Sphere, they do put the video up to make it look like a giant eyeball. They'll have themed visuals, emojis, very viral things that you'll end up seeing on social media. And of course, advertisements for whatever has a residency there at that time.
Experience a membership that backs your business journey with American Express Business Platinum. When you pay with membership rewards points for all or part of an eligible flight booked with a qualifying airline through Amex Travel, you can get 35% of those points back, up to 1 million points back per calendar year. American Express Business Platinum. There's nothing like it. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum.
I went to the Sphere for the very first time in March 2026 for Illenium's second night of Odyssey. Odyssey is their residency that they were doing here at the Sphere from March until April in 2026. It was absolutely amazing. It was a show, not just any old show. This was a show that was built around Illenium's new album called Odyssey, and it was one of the very first EDM shows ever to be designed specifically for the Sphere, which is pretty cool. And I've heard as they were recording this music, they recorded it knowing it would be played at the Sphere. So they kind of took that into some of the melodies and the whole show experience. That whole show experience for Illenium's Odyssey was just about an hour long. I wish it was a lot longer. They did have openers as well, but I couldn't get enough of the Sphere. It was really cool. And this is where, if you've been to any show, it is worth going to the Sphere to see that same artist or that same film here at the Sphere. For example, the Wizard of Oz was doing a residency here. We've all seen the Wizard of Oz on the big screen and your home screens, but to see it in the Sphere with all of those added elements to it and completely being submersed in it, really, really cool. At the Illenium show, you could expect that same thing, those full 360-degree visuals. The entire venue becomes the screen. They had custom animations that were built specifically for this experience. The seats were vibrating when the bass drops from the music. You can really feel the music, not just hear it. And then that has that spatial audio. So it's really, really cool. And what's also cool, unlike a regular show, is that you're not just staring up at the DJ. In fact, from where I was sitting, at least, I was staring down at the DJ, but the DJ booth is not really the main focus. It's not a stage focus, unlike most venues. The focus is actually the 360-degree LED wrapped screens that you feel like you're a part of. There's just so much to look at, and it adds so much to the experience. The cost to go to the Sphere can range tickets around $100, at least on the starting end. And of course, they go up several hundred depending on the show and when you get them. My biggest tip is to book ahead. If you know you're going to be going on a Vegas trip, book that as soon as you can because, of course, the prices will go up and things will sell out. When I went to this Illenium show, though, it's a very, very popular show, and there were still seats available in our area, and we were in a pretty prime area. I think where we sat was absolutely perfect. We sat in section 306, row 9, seats 9 and 10. We were basically in the middle of the way up, middle of the way across the seatings in both directions, and I thought it was perfect. We could look all the way up and still see the screen. We could look all the way down and see the DJ and the floor below. We could see on either side of us. Like, it was the perfect seat. If you're looking for a good spot and you have your chance to pick any section, go for section 306. It's really good. Now, if you are going to a show and you want to dance, I know Backstreet Boys have been doing a residency here and everyone dresses in white. And of course, you're going to be dancing to those tunes. The floor is great. I would love to go back to the Sphere and actually have a ticket for the floor to be down there dancing. Now, of course, you're going to be looking completely straight up the entire time. So there's that drawback. But if you want to experience the dancing part of things, I think the floor would be so fun. The benefit there is, yes, you can still dance. And yes, you have your designated area. The seats, they're very steep. It's a Sphere, so they go pretty vertical up. I felt like there's a little bit of room to dance around in your area, but you kind of got to be a little careful because there's not a lot of room there. And I did see someone fall a few rows forward at the Sphere here. I don't know what they had been up to prior to coming to the Sphere, but he definitely flipped a few rows and then crawled back over. So be careful because, yeah, I saw a lot of people sitting down in the show, which is surprising for an EDM show, but I think it was probably because of maybe you want to actually just take in all the visuals on the screen, or it's just like, I want to sit down because it's a little sketchy standing on the ledge there. The Sphere does have a rule for your bag, 6x6x2. We did have purses that were a little bit bigger than this, and we got in without an issue. Not saying to test your luck, just sharing my experience there. When you leave, this is very, very important. When you leave, remember, the Sphere is connected to the Venetian Hotel. So before you leave the Sphere, go upstairs to cross the pedestrian bridge that goes straight into the Venetian Hotel. If it's cold, you won't have to be out in the cold. If it's hot, you won't have to deal with the heat. But if you leave the Sphere building, you will not be able to go back in to get up to that pedestrian crossway. So make sure you do that because if you do end up on the street, there's not something very close that you can cross the street and get to. Even though the Venetian is right there, you can't cross those streets. So you end up walking and walking and walking and walking and walking and walking. And I hear Ubers are really expensive. So if you can go into the Venetian, chill out for a little bit, then make your way somewhere else, you'll save a lot of time and probably money from the ride. I would absolutely love to go back to the Sphere. It was a really cool experience. I would like to see even another EDM show there or another genre or even a film. Be really, really cool. And I think there's some good news coming. Now, the Las Vegas Sphere cannot be duplicated, but there is a Sphere under construction in Washington, D.C. It will be quite a bit smaller with about half the seats, but it is in construction right now and will be a cool Sphere presence on the East Coast. Squaddies, thank you so much for tuning in to this week's Just a Tip about the Las Vegas Sphere. Make sure to subscribe, leave a review, and follow us on all the socials at Travel Squad Podcast, and have fun traveling this weekend.